We are in Toronto, where the Raptors are looking to take one in an interconference game at home. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. You look at the Nuggets. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And I think we'll see them try to come out strong here. They know it's just a short stint on the road, and this is where you want to play smart, efficient basketball in games like these and get back to that home court.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Pass to Daniels. Reza Shea wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And here are the Nuggets now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Now here's LeBron. Into the lane. Outside Sabonis. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's LeBron. LeBron is doubled. 5 on the clock. A good look from Reza Shea. Off target from the wing. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two made shots. Here's LeBron. And it's Irving with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Irving. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Toronto trailer. James looking around. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Giddy. Powered down with both hands.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
James with the bucket.
And if LeBron looks explosive on your TV monitor, that's nothing compared to being a defender watching him come downhill right at you.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. He's got 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The kick out to Sabonis. Nailed from three-point land.
A stretched big. Sabonis can hit that triple, and it really spaces their offense.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Sabonis. Back to Giddy. Shot by Collins, no good. And so James will bring it up for Toronto. Down low. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. 10 points for him. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The shot's good from LeBron. The Nuggets trailed by 3. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's James. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. .51 seconds left in the first. Outside, Sabonis. Back to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Irving. Count the basket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Julius Irving.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 12 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Giddy. And it's Daniels with the rebound. 1 second left. And James throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He did. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers for the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Monk attacking. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. You could pick anyone in the NBA. Who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Pass to Beasley. 5 to shoot. They set the screen. Offensive rebound. Here's Messi. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
Monk, no one around him. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Monk. Pass to Messi.
Great D by Valanciunas. A mountain of a man.
It's stolen by Monk. Driving the lane. And the layup is good. Monk's got 4 this quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Monk outside. Drives to the hoop. Here's Messi. Second chance effort. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Monk. Pass to Vukcevic. Connects from three-point range.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
There's a good screen. And he gets the bucket. Barnes has got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Monk outside. Driving inside. Nisi. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Barnes. And Vukcevic pulls it down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Monk. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nisi's got the game tied up here for Denver.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
James in the high post. 15 points in the game. And yes, it's good.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
There's the pick. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the court.
1:51 left in the first half. On the wing, Barnes. It's tipped. Second chance shot. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Here's the screen. Here's Barnes. Now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Monk attacking.
Well, Valanciunas good for about 1 per game, rejecting that attack. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And Beasley has the ball here for the Nuggets. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. 6 to shoot. Monk with the ball. He's picked up by Dick. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And so here's Toronto. James up top. He's got 17. And they double up James. Three-pointer, Daniels. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Daniels has got 5 now.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from 3.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. And it's good for 2. 16 points for him.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Raptors out in front, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Raptors with the lead. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
To the inside. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 20.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Collins. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Shot clock at 5. Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The layup off target. From deep LeBron. Another miss by LeBron.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. Clock at 6. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
A little playmaking there from Collins. Nice to see him setting others up.
John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. No good from Abdul-Jabbar.
Capable of guarding any position. LeBron is also skilled at just contesting shots.
Outside, Sabonis. Back to James. LeBron slashes inside. No good. He's made 9 of 15, shooting an even 60%. Count it. Giddey's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Now here's James. 21 points in the game. For the tie. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's so quick and graceful at around 270 pounds. James, he's a wrecking ball.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to talk to his guys. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
Denver calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
And here are the Nuggets now. Now, Giddey. 6 points for him. And Sabonis pulls it down. Here's the teardrop. That puts them in the lead. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Looking to end the run. They get it back. Abdul-Jabbar. Up and in on the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got it all tied up now for Denver.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
James with the bucket. James has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Giddey. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Toronto. .146 left to play here in the third. Three-pointer, Daniels. The Nuggets now on offense, trailing by 2. Kicks it out to Collins. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, those are the quick twitch muscles from Collins.
And here is James. 27 points for him. Pass to DiVincenzo. Off target from 3-point range. Irving with it. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Rizachet with the steal. The drive by LeBron. And it's sent back by Irving. Here's Giddey. He has 6. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Toronto. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Irving. Rebound by Williams. Toronto trailing. Takes it inside. And it's Carrington missing. Now here's Giddey. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Abdul-Jabbar in the post.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Barnes looking around. Pass to Carrington. He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar making things happen for Denver. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He has decided it's the right time to talk. While we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Denver leading by 3. Here's Giddey. And the layup falls.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
And the dunk by Ricochet.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Well, they're dumping it inside and scoring in bunches. The defense has had no answer for how to slow them down.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
And double teaming him is the only thing that's going to cool him off at this point. He is on a roll. And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Giddey with it. He's picked up by James and stolen by LeBron. On the wing, Daniels. Raptors moving the ball around. Now LeBron. A floater. That one doesn't drop.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Free throw. Good, Irving. The Nuggets leading by 4. Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. Toronto grabs the miss. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's sent back by Irving. And here is Green. Giddey with it. And it's Daniels with the rebound. James with it. Now Green defending. And we have an Unintentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
James outside. Driving in. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Denver in the lead. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Turns it over there, but that's his first of the contest. He's done a good job of minimizing mistakes on the night.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, James. And there's the drive.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Pass to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer is right on target.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
On the wing, Giddey. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. And the turnover again by Denver. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. James right side. A three for DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to James. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Raptors. Timeout called, Nuggets.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Nuggets trail. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Green. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Yep, that one goes in there. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Sabonis. And it's off from three-point range. And so here's Denver. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 37.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
In the corner, Irving with it. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. And that one, good. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for a point.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his fourth foul of the contest. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The try by James. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the three. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They lead by 1. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Timeout call. Nuggets. Taken away. Daniels with it. Now Green defending. Reza J in the corner. Here's LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't feel contact on the way up.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Outside Irving. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Yes!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Daniel from outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Gets the first, makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes to... for two at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Toronto calls timeout. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's LeBron. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Giddey. Basket good. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Bro, that's behind me. Get on side me. I don't party. And the mic money Scotty. Touch, try me. Party. Party. I say. It get real when it comes to the playoffs. Pick a fight with me, know it's a KO. And they hating, they know I'ma take off. I dropped the top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, see the envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Buzz like Giannis. Yeah, too mean.
If you're not first, you're in last. Champions don't come in second. I shoot my shot like I'm Stephen. Shout out Klay Thompson, my brethren. Took around the whole universe. You know the base what I'm rapping. Come home and sell out the Oracle. They scream my name when I step in. Courtside next to E40. Me and him kinda like Ricky and Morty. Two of the biggest and you can afford me. Being this rich is a blessing. Players think you getting swept. Not going 7. I'll be a warrior for life. But we still got love for Kevin. Yeah. Work smarter, don't work harder. I took a break, need a recharge. Don't fly commercial, I need shark. Need a Zendaya like Peter Parker. Yeah. This not, but I make it look easy. Told him let's run it, I keep it 100. This champion ring diamonds dancing like breezy. This not, but we make it look easy. Told him let's run it, I keep it 100. This champion ring diamonds dancing like breezy.
I dropped the top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, see the envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty.
Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Look at the Raptors.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
It's a matchup that suits them. And if they win this one, they're going to have a big mental edge the next 2 times they see each other.
Bird looking it over. Wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. So, Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. 2 of the NBA's best teams is some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
Now, here is Bird. After LeBron James's miss. Over Daniels. No good from Bird.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Right side, Sabonis. Kicks it out to James. Back to Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
Down low. And Thompson throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
James up top. From 13. Screen by Sabonis. Fires for three. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Sixers ball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The screen from Thompson. Here's Bird. Nice D from Sabonis.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And Toronto turns it over again. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle the obvious in the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here is Bird. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
LeBron with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. A shot by LeBron, no good. Here's Thompson. And he converts the layup. Thompson's got 6.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's LeBron. And the shot goes down. LeBron's got his second basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
A wide open look for Bird. And the 3 ball is good. He has 5.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Here's LeBron. It's good. James has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end. Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Raptors trail by 5. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Now, here is Bird. He has 5. Thompson. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Toronto. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Double team Sabonis. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 16. Rebound by the 76ers. Thompson outside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Johnson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's James. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Bird outside. He takes it in. Thompson outside. Rocket 6. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's 13 points from Amen Thompson.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot injury.
LeBron James.
Yep, it counts.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And that's a foul called on Josh. Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Active Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here's Carrington. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Castanagi for the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers leading by 4. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Outside Williams. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Green. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They set the screen. That ties it up. Barnes has got his first basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
There's Green with the 3. The 76ers again can't hit it. And Barnes gets double teamed. Shot clock at 5. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Inside. Here's Najee. Chang with a clean look. Sinks the triple. Chang's got his first 3 points of the game.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Off target from the wing. The 76ers lead. Dinwiddie up top. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And with the ability to make clean, crisp passes, Dinwiddie makes those around him better.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Dinwiddie with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Shoots the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Raptors trailed by 3. Left side Williams. Pass to Valanciunas. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
While the jump shooting teams have had more success, I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Here's Dinwiddie. The rebound by Carrington. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. No good from Valanciunas.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Good on the three-point shot. Najee's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Plenty of space. And the basket is good. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
There's the pick. And Bird, here we go.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Rock rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Raptors trail by 4. James with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And the rejection by Bird. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia leading by 4. Thompson surveying the floor. Over in the corner, Fultz. A three-pointer off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
LeBron galloping to the rack. Right side, Sabonis. Plays it up and banks it in. Sabonis has got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bird outside. 4 seconds left. Pass to Fultz. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Fultz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And stolen by LeBron. LeBron right to the finish.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he can't get the first one.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
And so Bird will bring it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. 20 feet out. Toronto grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy.
Sabonis gets the bucket.
The confident lefty stroke of Sabonis on full display.
They get a hand on it. Sabonis with the steal. On the wing, James. He's got 19. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
LeBron outside. Clock at 6. Over Johnson. And it's James missing. The 76ers trail. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Thompson. 15 points in the game. Drops in the layup for 2. Thompson's got 17 now.
And this one has been all about Amin Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
LeBron James on the wing. Christ, what a thing of beauty from James.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Kamare. Thompson in the corner. Screen by Bird. And Thompson throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Raptors trailed by 3. James looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. James wide open. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 25 points for LeBron.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Bird outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Bird left side. Second chance shot. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Toronto trailing. And here is LeBron. 25 points in the game. LeBron going to work inside.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Back to Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Johnson drops them both. James with it. 27 points for him. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. No good from outside. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up here for the 76. They lead by 1.
That's his first.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Thompson nails both of them. So it's Toronto now. Pass to Valanciunas.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Carrington. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now here's Dinwiddie. .114 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. And the basket by Kamare.
Well, Dinwiddie has a great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Raptors trailed by 4. Pass to Carrington. Toronto working the ball around now. 13 feet away. Johnson with the rebound. clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Raptors trail by 4. An intentional foul. Committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's LeBron. LeBron strong to the hole.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And really with good positional size, Dinwiddie can make plays above the rim.
Here's LeBron. LeBron brushing off the contact.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Back to Dinwiddie. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force. For Philadelphia.
54. The Raptors. 52.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's DiVincenzo. LeBron outside. The kick out to Sabonis. Back to LeBron. To tie it up. And it goes down 2 points. James has got 17 points here in the second half.
Man, this guy, he just lives in. Pressure. He's so cool in those moments. Very aware of the shot clock situations at all times. I'm not even impressed anymore.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The 76ers making a switch here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in a tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Back to James. Rebounded by Kamare. The 76ers lead. Thompson left side. And Thompson throws it down.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Offline with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Reza Shea with the steal. And the dunk by James.
Still moving down the floor like a freight train. LeBron remains a force on the break.
Thompson outside. Pass to Bird. And stolen by James. And James throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Bird outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And great decision from Dinwiddie there. Looking comfortable and confident in these pick-and-roll situations.
Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. James with it, defended by Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
LeBron outside. Outside, Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot.
And not blessed with the greatest defensive tools. Bird uses terrific court sense to see a play before it develops.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Thompson, high post. Shot clock at 6. Bird can't hit. Pass to Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thompson outside. Pass to Bird. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers with another miss. And so James will bring it up for the Raptors. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Driving the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second.
It goes
That's a good drive by James, making sure to get the whistle while still getting the and one.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Dinwiddie outside. Trying to end the drought. No good at the rim. Toronto leading by 4. In the corner, it's Sabonis. And Thompson slams it home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Full team Sabonis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Thompson outside. Castanagi. Out to Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And he's good on the 3-ball. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Left to play here in the 4th. The drive by James. Sabonis. Trifecta.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Bird outside. Money.
Seems like nothing bothers Larry Bird. He looks relaxed scoring even in a high-stakes moment.
LeBron outside. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Right wing. Clock at 4. The 3. No good that time. Here's Kamara. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Five seconds left in the game. Shoots from the elbow. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Philadelphia. You're watching. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. James. Outside, Sabonis. Kicks it out to James. Back to Sabonis. Jacks up a 3. From range, LeBron is good.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Kamara. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Going inside. And Thompson slams it home.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Raptors with the lead. James up top. Reza Shea in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Screen by Bird. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
LeBron outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. DiVincenzo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Thompson outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his fifth personal
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
at the line.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
The drive. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Here's Thompson. Bird outside. Beyond the arc. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Raptors. 4-point game. Pass to DiVincenzo. And they double up James. From deep three-point land. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Fires away from way outside. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game.
Singer, me. I some move, I some rock, I some move. You quick, keep up, girl. Quicker, make a dance couple times, girl. I take my picture. I bet me in ya. Jif, Jif, Jif. I bet me in ya. Move, woo, woo, Jif. I bet me in ya, girl. Jif. I bet me over this so one over this so them turn up over this so see a hot girl me a call her hello if you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow hear me I tell you some do me thing chain do me bling skip me enemy them me a listen world thing camera action flame when we outside lock down the building bet me in ya